So we ended up at stage 3, full stage revision, paragraph page 133.
Mm-hmm.
And our last headword was a lot of. And
Okay.
we ended up at the second question. Okay, let me just scroll down. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yep.
Are there
Yep.
a lot of people in a small village? Are there a lot of people in a small village? No, there
No,
aren't a
there
lot of
aren't
people in a
people
small
in
village.
small village.
There are few people
There
in a
are few
small
people
village.
in small village.
Do the English drink a lot of coffee? Do the English drink a lot of coffee? No, the
No,
English don't drink
no
a lot of
English.
coffee. They
That
drink
English.
what? No, the
Sorry.
English
English.
don't drink a lot of
Don't
coffee. They drink a lot of
they
tea.
drink a lot of tea.
Reggie, do you like to see a room with a lot of flowers in it? Do you like to see a room with a lot of flowers in it? Yes or no?
Yes, I like
To see a
to see
room with a lot of
see a room
flowers in it.
with a
Lot
lot of
of
flowers
flowers in it.
in it.
Very good. Okay, do you put a lot of butter on your bread? Do you put a lot of butter on your bread? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
put
put
a
a lot
lot
of
of
butter
butter
on
on
my
my bread.
bread.
Very good. Do we use
Oh
our
my God.
mouth? Do we use our mouth for both eating and speaking? Do we use our mouths for both eating and speaking? Yes, we use our
Yes,
mouths
I,
for both
we use
eating
our
and
mouth for
speaking.
both eating and speaking.
Right? Can you speak both Chinese and Japanese? Can you speak both Chinese and Japanese? No, I can't
No,
speak
I
both
can speak
Chinese
both
and Japanese.
Chinese and
I
Japanese.
speak only
I
Japanese.
speak only Japanese.
Very good. Do you go to the cinema a lot? Do you go to the cinema a lot? Yes or no?
No, I don't go to a cinema a lot.
Very good. Do you read a lot? Do you read a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I,
read a lot.
do you eat a lot? Do you eat a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I eat a lot.
Very good. Does she eat a lot? Does she eat a lot? Yes or no?
Yes,
She
she
eats a
eats a
lot.
lot.
Very good. Do you use your mobile phone a lot? Do you use your mobile phone a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I use a lot my mobile phone.
Very good. The other way. Yes, I use my mobile phone a lot. Yes, I
Yes, I
use
use
my
my
mobile
mobile
phone
phone.
a lot. Very good. Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Yes or no?
No, I don't want to
A-
eat
Anything?
anything at the moment.
Very good.
Anything
One
at
more.
all.
No,
What?
I don't want anything
No,
to
I don't
eat
want
at
to
the moment.
anything to eat at the moment.
Very good. If he wants something to eat, if she wants something to eat, where must she go? If she wants something to eat, where must she go? If she wants something to
If
eat,
she wants to
she must
something to
go
eat,
either
she
home
has to go to
or to a
either
restaurant.
home or restaurant.
Very good. Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Yes or no?
No, I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
anything
anything
to
to
drink
drink
at the
at
moment.
the moment.
Right? If he wants something to drink, where must he go? If he wants something to drink, where must he go? If he wants
If
something to
he
drink,
wants to
he must go.
want
If he
something to
wants
drink, he must go
either
at a
home,
bar,
either home,
either home
or to a bar or a pub.
or to a or a pub.
Very good. Okay, if you want to eat in a restaurant, about how much money must you have? If you want to eat in a restaurant, about how much money must you have? If I want to eat in a
If I
restaurant,
want to eat
I
in
must
a
have
restaurant,
about,
I must have about 1,000 yen.
very good, it's one platter of tempura. Okay, next. If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If I want to hear
If
people
I want
speaking
to see
Chinese,
people speaking
Omar,
in Chinese,
if I want to
if
hear
I want to hear
people speaking
Chinese
Chinese,
speaking
I
Chinese,
must go to.
I must go to China.
Very good. Can you play the piano? Can you play the piano? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I,
can play a piano.
can you play football? Can you play football? Yes or no?
No, I
I
can't
can't
play
play
football.
football. Yeah, me neither. Okay. What do you say to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.? What do you say to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.? We say good
Uh,
morning to people
We say good morning
between
to
about
people
6
between
a.m.
about
and
6
12 p.m.
a.m. to
and 12
okay,
p.m.
12 p.m.
Very good. What do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? We say good afternoon
We
to
say
people.
good, we
Good
say good afternoon to people
between about 12 p.m.
between
and
about
5
12
p.m.
p.m. and 5 p.m.
Very good. What do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? We say good evening to people
We say good evening
between
to
about
people
5 p.m.
between about
and
5
10
p.m.
p.m.
to 10 p.m.
Very good. And what do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. or when we go to bed? And what do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. and when we go to bed? When we say good night. I'm
When
sorry,
we
one
say
more.
good night,
We say good night
we
when we
say
say
good night
goodbye
when we say goodbye
after 10 p.m. or when we go to
after
bed
10 p.m.
or when we go to bed.
we go to bed.
Greg, do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? I come here
I come here in the morning,
not in the afternoon, in the evening,
not in the afternoon,
in the evening,
the evening,
or at night,
and night.
or at night.
In the evening or at night.
Very good. Well, actually, you come
Or
in
at night.
all those times, right? Very good. Okay. Next, what's this? What's this? It's a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper.
Very good. Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Yes or no?
No, there
There are,
isn't
there
any.
aren't there
It,
aren't
there
any
aren't
pieces of paper.
any piece of paper on the table.
Well, but we use aren't, we use pieces. One more. No, there aren't
Okay.
any
No,
pieces
there
of
aren't
paper
any pieces of
of paper
paper
on the
on the
table.
table.
Very good. About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? I don't eat bread, right? I don't eat
I
bread
don't.
with my lunch.
I don't eat it with my
Yeah,
lunch.
I remembered. Very good. Okay. What's the difference between a country and the country? What's the difference between a country and the country? The difference between
The
a
difference
country and
between
the
a
country
country and
is
a
that a
country
country
is
is a
a
nation,
country, a
whereas
nation.
the country
A
is the opposite
country
of the
is the
town.
of the town.
Very good. What's the name of your country? What's the name of your country?
The name of my country is
Is
Japan.
very good. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? My nationality is
My
Japanese.
nationality is Japanese.
What nationality is Mr. Callan? What nationality is Mr. Callan? Mr. Callan is
The Karen
British.
is British.
Very good. Do you live in the country? Do you live in the country? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I live
live
in
in
the
the
country.
country. Do most children live with their parents? Do most children live with their parents? No. Yes.
Yes,
Most children live with their
most children
parents.
with their parents.
Very good. Do you want to live for 100 years? Do you want to live for 100 years? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I want
want
to
to
live
live for 100 years.
for
For 100 years.
for, for 100 years.
Very good. One more. Yes, I want to live
Yes, I
for
want
a
to
hundred
live for
years.
years.
Very good. Does gas smell pleasant? Does gas smell pleasant? No,
The
gas
gas,
doesn't
no,
smell
the gas
pleasant.
doesn't smell.
It
No,
smells.
the gas doesn't smell pleasant.
It
It
smells
smells unpleasant.
unpleasant. Do flowers smell unpleasant? Do flowers smell unpleasant? No, flowers
No,
don't
the
smell
flowers
unpleasant.
don't smell
Unpleasant.
unpleasant.
They smell pleasant.
They smell pleasant.
Very good. Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? No, most
No,
people
most
don't think
people
work
don't
is a
think
pleasant
work
thing.
is a pleasant thing.
They think it's an
They
unpleasant
think
thing.
it's an unpleasant thing.
Yeah, but everybody looks for work, right? Okay, next. Is Paris an unpleasant city? Is Paris an unpleasant city? No, Paris isn't
No,
an
Paris
unpleasant
isn't a
city.
pleasant
It's a
city.
pleasant city.
Pleasant city.
Very good. What do we drink wine from? What do we drink wine from? We drink wine from a
We drink
glass.
wine from a glass.
Do we drink coffee from a glass? Do we drink coffee from a glass? No, we don't drink
No, we
coffee
don't
from a
drink
glass.
coffee from
We
a
drink
glass.
it from a cup.
We drink it from a cup.
Very good. Is the table longer than the room? Is the table longer than the room? No. The table
No, the
isn't
table
longer than the
isn't
room.
longer than the
It's
room.
shorter than the room.
It's shorter than the room.
Where is the table higher than the door? Is the table higher than the door? No, the
No,
table
the
isn't
table
higher than the
isn't
door.
the
It's
door.
lower than the door.
It's lower than the door.
Wait, is a village larger than a city? Is a village larger than a city? No, a village
No, the
isn't
village
larger than a
is
city.
larger than
It's
the
smaller
city.
than a
It's
city.
smaller than the city.
Wait, which is the longest street in your town? Which is the longest street in your town? Let me guess. ABC Street
The long okay. The longest street
in
in
my
my city
i-
is a ABC
street.
street.
Very good. Which is the longest river in the world? Which is the longest river in the world? The Nile's the
The lo-
longest
the
river
Nile
in the
is
world.
the
In,
longest river
in
in
the
the
world.
world.
Very good. Which is the highest mountain in the world? Which is the highest mountain in the world? Mount Everest
Mount
is the highest
Everest is the
mountain in the
highest
world.
mountain in the world.
Very good. Which is the largest city in Japan? Which is the largest city in Japan? Tokyo's the largest
Tokyo
city
is
in
the
Japan.
largest city in Japan.
Very good. What's the date today? What's the date today? The date today
Day
is the
today
11th
is
of August
11th
of
of
August
August of August
2023.
2023.
Well, what was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? The date
The
yesterday
date
was the
yesterday
10th
was
of August
10th of August
2023.
2023.
What will the date tomorrow be? What will the date tomorrow be? The date tomorrow
The date
will be
tomorrow
the
will
12th
be
of August
12th August
2023.
2023.
Very good. Next, is the table light? Is the table light? No, the table isn't
No,
light.
the table isn't
It's
light,
heavy.
heavy.
Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? No, that
No,
piece of
the
paper
piece of
isn't
paper
heavier
isn't
than the table.
heavier than the
It's
table.
lighter than the
It's
table.
lighter than the table.
Well, who's the lightest person in your family? Who's the lightest person in your family?
The lightest person in
In
my
my
family is
is
my mother.
well, who's the heaviest person in your family? Who's the heaviest person in your family? The
The
heaviest
heaviest
person in my
person
family
in
is
my
my
family is me.
is me. Okay, let's change that. I am the heaviest person in my family.
I'm the heaviest person in my family.
Yeah, just like me. Okay, very good. Which is the largest shop in your town? Which is the largest shop in your town?
The largest shop in my town is a supermarket.
I see Superman, like the Eon Mall. No. Okay, very good.
No, Yomo is my next town.
Okay. So, are there any shops in the street where you live? Are there any shops in the street where you live? Yes or no?
Yes,
There
there
are
are
some
some
shops
shops in my
in the street where I live.
street where I live.
Very good. What do we play football with? What do we play football with? We play football with a
We play
ball.
football with a ball.
Can we play tennis without a ball? Can we play tennis without a ball? No, we can't play
No, we
tennis
can't
without
play
a
a tennis
ball.
without a
We
ball.
must have a ball
We must
to
have a
play
ball
tennis.
to play tennis.
Very good. What time do you go to bed at night? What time do you go to bed at night? I go to bed
I go to bed at 11 at
at
night.
night. Very good. What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you get up in the morning? I get up
I get up at 6:45
in
at
the
morning.
in the morning.
In the morning.
Very good.
In the morning.
How long do you sleep at night? How long do you sleep at night? I sleep about seven
I
hours at
sleep
night.
about 7 hours at night.
What color are the walls of your bedroom? What color are the walls of your bedroom? The walls of my
The
bedroom
walls
are
of
white.
my bedrooms are white.
All right, very good. Are you the first to get up in your family? Are you the first to get up in your family? Yes or no?
No, I'm
I'm not
not the
the first
person
to get
to get
up
no.
in my family. No, I'm
No,
not
I'm
the
not the
first
person.
to get up
I'm not the first to get up
in my
in
family.
my family.
Do you sleep a lot? Do you sleep a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I sleep a lot.
Very good. Do you sleep longer than your parents? Do you sleep longer than your parents? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I,
sleep longer than my parents.
very good. Okay, next. How many fingers have I got on both hands? How many fingers have I got on both hands? You've got 8 fingers
You've got
on
eight
both
fingers
hands.
on both your hands.
On both hands.
Of both on both hands.
Very good. How many fingers have I got on each hand? How many fingers have I got on each hand? You've got 4 fingers
You've got
on
four
each
fingers
hand.
on each hands.
Have we each got 2 eyes? Have we each got 2 eyes? Yes, we've each got
Yes,
2 eyes.
we've each got
Two
two
eyes.
eyes.
Very good. Do we say
Two,
each
yeah.
student have a book or each students have a book? Do we say each student have a book or each student has a book? We say each
We
student
say
has
each
a book.
student has a book.
Why? Why? Because the word each is
The
singular.
word each is singular.
Very good. Has each student got 2 heads? Has each student got 2 heads? No. Each student
No, each
hasn't got
student
2 heads.
got
Two heads.
two heads.
Each student only got one
Each
head.
student only got one head.
Very good. Has each chair only got 3 legs? Has each chair only got 3 legs? No. Each chair hasn't only got three
Has,
legs.
has only three
Each
legs.
chair's got
Each chair
four legs.
four legs.
Very
Each
good.
chair has got four legs.
4 legs. Do you like vegetables? Do you like vegetables? Yes or no?
Yes, I like
Do
vegetables.
you like all vegetables? Do you like all vegetables? Yes or no?
No, I don't like all vegetables.
Some I like and some
Some I
I
like
dislike.
and some I dislike.
Very good. Tell me 4 vegetables. Tell me 4 vegetables, please. The names of four
The names
vegetables are
for tomato, cucumber, carrot,
and
onion,
and onion.
and onion.
Very good. Name me 4 kinds of fruit. Name me 4 kinds of fruit, please. The names of
The
four
names
kinds
of
of
four
fruit
kinds of fruits
are
are apple, orange, lemon,
and
and bananas.
very good. Okay. Which do you prefer, tomato juice or orange juice? Which do you prefer, tomato juice or orange juice? I prefer.
I prefer orange juice.
What's the plural of tomato? What's the plural of tomato? The plural of
The
tomato
plural of
is
tomato
tomatoes.
is tomato.
Very good. Do you study Spanish? Do you study Spanish? No, I don't
No,
study
I don't
Spanish.
study
I
Spanish.
study English.
I study English.
Do most school children like studying? Do most school children like studying? No, most
No,
school
most
children don't
children
like
don't
studying.
like
They dislike
studying.
or
They
hate
dislike
studying.
or hate studying.
Very just like me. Okay. Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Yes, I must study
Yes,
a lot
I must
if
study a
I want
lot
to learn
if
a
I
language well.
if I want to learn a language well.
Very good. Okay, next. What time do you arrive here for your lesson? What time do you arrive here for your lesson? I arrive here
I live
at
here at 7
o'clock,
a.m.
7 a.m. for
at
my
7
lesson.
a.m. for this
Very
7
good.
a.m. for my lesson.
Very good. Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I'm
the
the
first
first
to
to
arrive
arrive
in the classroom.
in the classroom.
What time do you leave here after the lesson? What time do you leave here after the lesson? I leave here at
I live here at 25:07 or 7:25.
7:25 after the
Yeah,
lesson.
after the lesson.
What time do you leave home to come here? What time do you leave home to come here? I leave home at about
I leave
6
home
o'clock in the
about
morning to come here.
o'clock in the morning. Come here.
Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? No, I don't
No,
leave my
I don't
books
leave
in the classroom
my book in the
after the lesson.
classroom after the
I take
lesson.
them with me.
I take them with me.
Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Yes or no?
No, I don't leave any food
On my plate after a
on my
meal.
plate after the meal.
Very good. What can we see in the sky during the day? What can we see in the sky during the day? We can see the sun in the
We can
sky
see the
during
sun
the
in the
day.
sky during
What colors the sun? What colors the sun? The sun's the
color,
color of
the
gold.
sun's color
Of
gold.
gold. What color is the sky today? What color is the sky today? The skies.
The skies of today,
What's
the sky's color of
what
today is blue.
is blue? Very good. Next. Do you live on the sea? Do you live on the sea? No, I don't live
No,
on the
I
sea.
live on the
I
sea.
live on the land.
I live on the land.
What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? The name of the sea
The name of
between
the sea
Europe and
between
North Africa
Europe and
is
Africa
the
is
Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean.
Is Moscow by the sea? Is Moscow by the sea? No, Moscow isn't by the sea.
No, no,
It's inland.
is by the sea. It's
It's inland.
inland.
Is New York inland? Is New York inland? No, New York
No,
isn't
New
inland. It's
isn't
by the
inland.
sea.
It's by the sea.
Very good. Okay, next. What's this? What's this? It's 1's 5 equals 5.
1 5 = 5.
What's this? What's this? It's 2 times 5
It's 2 times 5
equals 10.
equals 10.
What's this? What's this? It's 3 times 5.
It's
3 times 5 equals 15.
15.
What's this? What's this? It's 4 times 5 equals 20.
4 times 5 equals 20.
Where how much is 1's 90? How much is 1's 90? 1's 90 equals 90.
190 equals 90.
How much is twice 50? How much is twice 50? Twice 50 is
Twice
100.
50 is 100.
How much is 3 times 13? How much is 3 times 13? 3 times 13
3
is
times 13
39.
equals 39.
Ragged, how many times a week do you come here? How many times a week do you come here? I come here 7
Come
times a
here
week.
7 times a week.
Very good. How many times a month do you go to the cinema? How many times a month do you go to the cinema? I go to the cinema
We go
about
to
once
the
a month.
cinema about once a month.
Very good. How many times a day do you eat? How many times a day do you eat? I eat 3 times
I
a day.
eat 3 times a day.
How many times do we live? How many times do we live? We only live once.
We only live once.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're cutting the book with your finger.
You're cutting a book with your finger.
What do we cut meat with? What do we cut meat with? We cut meat with a knife.
We cut the meat with a knife.
Can we cut bread without a knife? Can we cut bread without a knife? No, we can't cut bread
No, we
without
can't
a knife.
blade. We can't cut the blade without a knife.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're lifting the book.
You're lifting a book.
Can you lift the table with your little finger? Can you lift the table with your little finger? No, I can't lift
No,
the
I
table
can't
with
lift
my
a
little finger.
table with my little finger
Why not? Why not? Because it's too heavy for
because
me to lift.
it's too heavy for me to lift
Megan,
the table.
is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Yes, that piece of
Yes,
paper
the piece of
isn't light
paper
enough. Is light enough.
isn't light enough.
Is light enough for me to lift.
Light enough for me to lift up.
For me to lift.
For me
Very good. One more.
for
Yes,
me to lift.
that piece of paper
Yes, that
is
piece
light
of
enough
paper
for me to
is
lift.
light enough for me to lift.
Very good. Okay, next. Is the table as high as the door? Is the table as high as the door? No, the table
No, the
isn't
table
as high
isn't
as at the door. As
is high
high
as
as
a
the
door.
door. As the door.
As the
It's
door.
lower than the door.
It's lower than the door.
Very good. Is your building as high as Mount Everest? Is your building as high as Mount Everest?